You carried a voice inside that whispered you weren't enough, not smart enough, not worthy, not whole. It felt like truth. You apologized for your feelings, for your dreams, for the ache in your chest when that voice got louder than your own thoughts. You hid your pain behind achievements, worked perfectly, smiled beautifully. But inside, you felt empty, like a trophy with nothing living inside. They said, just believe in yourself. But self-belief felt like a lie when your inner voice was screaming about all your flaws. You stopped dreaming big, not because you forgot how, but because you felt too raw to risk another voice shattering your hopes. You believed the critic meant you were broken. That maybe you were too sensitive for a world that spoke without kindness to its own heart. You thought healing meant silencing the critic, that showing its power meant you were failing. But the pressure to be positive, it distanced you from your truth. You apologized for your tears, for your silence, for the ache in your chest when you were alone with that voice. You thought the world wanted confidence, not your vulnerable heart. You hid your pain behind perfection, nodded perfectly, smiled beautifully, but inside, you felt lost, like a ship in a storm with no lighthouse. They said, just think positive. But positivity felt like a burden when your mind was screaming from the weight of unchallenged criticism. You believed the critic disqualified you from peace. That maybe you were too fragile for anyone to help you challenge the voice that lived in your core. You thought maybe no one understood, that your inner war was too loud, your silence too empty, that peace meant no voice, only forgetting. Your sensitivity to the critic is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that your soul still longs for gentleness. Even in pain, you reached out. That reaching is courage. Your tears are not a sign of failure. They are a sign that your heart still longs for its own validation. Even in trembling, you sought release. That seeking is strength. Healing is not about silencing every voice. It's about letting your heart distinguish between the critic and your core truth. Let it sit with your pain. Let it whisper that you are seen. Sometimes the bravest thing is not fixing the critic, but accepting that you are still learning to live with it. Your very presence here, seeking, it's already an act of love. In stillness, you finally stopped fighting the voice. Not in meditation, but in surrender. You whispered, not for silence, but for a place to just be. In truth, this is what healing has always taught. To feel is human. To find peace is possible. Your need for gentleness, it is valid. You don't have to earn peace. You are already worthy. The voice you carry, the pain you feel, they are known. And still, you are offered sanctuary. Sanctuary doesn't mean the voice disappears. It means you no longer carry it alone. It means you can whisper your truth and know you are already held. Let go of the need to be perfect. Let go of the fear of being seen. Just breathe. Just be. Just trust that you are worthy of the peace that was always meant for you. You carried that voice like a secret shame. You apologized for your tears, thinking maybe you needed to be strong to be loved. But what if peace was never about being perfect? What if your sensitivity is not a flaw? What if it is a space for light? What if your soul, in all its sensitivity, was exactly what you needed to draw you closer to yourself? What if sanctuary starts with stopping the fight? If you're ready to stop fighting the voice and start making gentle space for your truth, we've prepared something kind for your journey.